Hey, it's Jack. I'm back with our market update for July. I hope that you're enjoying your summer. It is a beautiful summer day here in Plymouth. Let's get to the numbers. And prices have hit 792. This is for single family homes in Massachusetts. Oh my God, that's basically $800,000 almost. And that is off a bottom of 647. So we've had 6 straight months of price increases for single family homes in Massachusetts. You can see the arrow, it's almost going straight up, right? So 650, which is where we were, let's say last December, and now in June we hit 792 for your average single family home in Massachusetts. That is a what's that? 140,000, 142,000, whatever it is. That is a massive price hike over 6 months. You've obviously seen that if you've been watching these videos or just watching prices generally. It is a really good time to sell your house. Prices are way, way up. And people are selling their houses very quickly. Days to offer is down to 12. You probably heard me say I really don't think it can be really less than 12 statistically. By the time you put it on the market, accept an offer, it's going to take a couple of days, so maybe it can get it down to 10, but 12 days on average to sell your house or to accept an offer. That is as quick as we've had it on this chart for the last year and a half. People are selling their houses very, very quickly. And as you can see, that is reflective in the prices that we just spoke about, right? Put it on the market, sell it above list, boom, quick. And look at that. We've had more sales. Sales are now up in June. Remember, these are June numbers to 5463. And you can see that number's been going up over the last couple of months. So just as a reminder, if you're selling it in June, closing in June, you probably accepted that offer sometime in May or in April. So this is reflective of the kind of the springtime market. And because it takes about 6 weeks from when you accept an offer to when you absolutely close on the deal. Approximately 6 weeks, some deals more, some deals less, but about 6 weeks is the industry standard. So if you accepted it April 15th, you're probably going to close like June 30th. So number of sales up statewide for single family homes in June. And as a seller, you're still getting over list price on average 106% of list price. That's just like crazy. Once again, if you were selling your house for $100,000 and you listed it for 100, that means you'd sell it for $106,000. So clearly this is tens of thousands of dollars when you get up to the higher price ranges, right? So you're getting 106% of your list price on average statewide in Massachusetts for a single family home. That did go down just a touch from 107 last month, but still 106, crazy, historic, very, very strong seller's market. But there could be some headwinds coming. We are now up to 48, let's just call it 4,900 single family homes on the market at the beginning of this month statewide. That number now, it's July 11th. That number now is up to 5,400. So you're starting to see inventory creep up. And that is, as we've been talking in prior updates, a reflection of the fact that interest rates are up. Let's take a look at interest rates over the last calendar year. All right, so you can see from this chart, over the last calendar year, interest rates are going up. I think you want to look at the blue line. I think that blue line is conventional 30-year fixed mortgages, where the green and the red are probably VA and FHA. The blue line, all three lines, they're moving up, right? They're well over 5 for the blue line for 30-year fixed rate mortgages. Now, what does that mean for buyers? That means it's harder to afford the home. What does that mean for sellers? They're not going to get the same price that they got before. But this is nationwide. These numbers, of course, everything's nationwide, in interest rates. And that means that there are regional differences. And here in Massachusetts, the housing market remains very, very strong for sellers. You are seeing some softness in some other markets across the country, but not yet in Massachusetts. But it's definitely something you want to keep your eye on. The other day, the jobs report came out Friday, and that's actually, I wanted to wait for that report to come out until we did this update. And the jobs report was very strong, which actually meant that the fears of recession or an imminent recession decreased, which means that inflation is also now still very strong. And the Federal Reserve mandate is to reduce inflation. Therefore, the odds of them increasing rates in their July meeting by 3/4 of a point, or 75 basis points as they call it, are now fairly high. And that's already priced into the market. But there is even some belief that they might raise it by a full percentage point, 100 basis points, which would be quite a shock to the system, would be unexpected. I don't expect that to happen, but it's possible because inflation is still very high. The economy is still very hot, which means that that would be harder again for buyers to buy. So with some of the uncertainty on the horizon, especially for sellers, you're getting record high pricing right now. If you're considering selling, this might be the time to do it. If you're considering this year to sell, because we do have some uncertainty come the fall economy that is, hard to predict. And we're not, this is not normal economy times. So this is a really good time to sell. It's not to say that the fall won't be, but right now it's really good. And if you're thinking of selling this year, yeah. All right. Hey, I'm Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.